Okay guys, very good morning. Welcome to today's live analysis. Today is the 3rd of April 2023. The current time is 9:01 a.m. IST. And yes, so as you know, let me just quickly start. And as you are looking, the screen above. First of all, my voice might be a bit clear or unclear because I'm using a separate, different laptop to do the live analysis for today. But one of the things which I would like to start with is first of all is we were in a nice balancing. So this was the overall balance, and this was more of like a make or break. Then we had a gap up opening. We still have this gap intact. We still have this gap, and then it was just trying to not one time framing higher, but we were just balancing with we having a P shape profile. Yeah. So for me, P shape is something it indicates that supply is present. So whenever the price is moving higher, whenever the price is moving higher, the supply is currently present in the overall auction. Okay. So that's from the overall context. So we have broken from a bigger range. This was the range, and above around this particular zone is where supply again came in. This was the exact so exactly at the high of 13th of March is where supply came in, and that is around 40,700, and then the price just balancing. Okay. So overall on the right side, what I've added is so this is a cumulative delta volume delta chart, and what I was actually looking at is this range. So this is 24th of March, 27th of March, 28th of March, and then 29th of March. Okay, so first I'll just quickly give you a walkthrough to this 4 days. What has happened. So we are just balancing, but here is where a lot of supply or the sellers got trapped. With this good number of supply coming in, good number of supply coming in, still the auction was just balancing out. So this is where the next day is where the supply who came in, they just exited. And so here if you see we have, so let me just clear those charts again. So on 24th we had negative delta, on 27th we had positive delta, 28th we had a pretty flat delta, and on 29th is when we had a positive delta. So 29th was the day when the supply was clearly exhausted since last 3 days. So basically 24, 27, 28 is where the supply was clearly exhausted, and 29th is the day when the delta did not move lower the zero line, and then it just moved higher on the in the last this is the 3 p.m. move. This is that particular move, and then we had a gap up, and then we are just moving higher and higher and higher. So does delta help in predicting the future? I would say no. I use delta in terms of identifying absorption and distribution. So that's one. Second is who is in control and who's not in control. Okay, so what I mean by that is so if you look at 24th, right, the sellers or the supply were in control. Okay, then what happened the next day is, despite of massive selling happening, it was just, so this is the low of 24, and as soon as the price goes lower, the supply shut off, price goes lower, supply shut off, price goes lower, supply shut off. Yeah, so this should give you an indication that these supply or these sellers are the ones who are trapped. So how I use cumulative delta in conjunction is I understand that okay, supply is present, but next day why isn't the price moving down, if the supply did came in. So and also the very next day still the price is not moving down, and if we were just this balancing between 39,600 and 39,300, so this 300 or 200 point range, we were just wish washing. Yeah, so that is how I look at it now. Yes, I do agree, I lost a lot of money on this 3 days because I was trying to do a lot of over trading. I was just trying to push myself, but anyways, So yeah, so to cut things short is if the supply was strong here, we should accept continuation lower, which was not formed, and this should give you hints that something has changed the market mechanics. So I use CVD to understand the overall the market mechanics. Okay. Now if we zoom into yesterday, I mean the Friday session. So currently what I'm seeing is, yes, supply did shut off. Supply did shut off, in this range, and currently the supply is present at 40,700, and they took the price lower. So the pre-open data will be out in some time, but what I'm seeing is that supply is strong enough. If we see a gap up, so if we see a gap up, I won't be chasing this gap, but I'll be looking for it to take the price, or take the auction lower. And my first area is to fill this particular gap, because for me this is a very important zone. This gap is an anomaly, and secondly there is also another gap which got created, that is about 40,800. okay, so once 40,800 is crossed, then yes, then we can expect a good continuation to the higher. So the pre-open data is already out. Let me just so the pre-open is around the high, so 40,700 is where the price is opening. Okay, so now 40,700, and let me just bring in the OI data. Okay, so what are the areas? So 40,500 is the level of equilibrium. 6, 7, so if you see, good call positions have already been created till 41,000, and then yeah, so 40,500. So I'm expecting the price to come again back into the previous day's balance, and see, because the reason is, if I look from the the yearly and the monthly. So monthly, yes, we are seeing supply coming at the balance, but on the yearly we will be seeing some rejection at 41,097 levels. So that's one, and second is today is Monday, tomorrow is a holiday, then Wednesday and Thursday are working, right? So today we might see some balancing, shake out some weak players, and then take the auction either higher or lower. Yeah, but still today I'll be focusing on just observing the action. I'll be not in a hurry to chase the price. So yeah, it's just 87 points, 40,600, so 40,700 is what I'm looking at, and max OI is volume is at 21k. So max OI, yeah, so it's pretty flat, here also it's pretty flat. So 40,500 is where I'm seeing more puts, maximum OI. 40,800 is where again 40,700 and 800 is where again a lot of positions have been created. So yeah, so I'm expecting supply to again come in and see take the price lower. Okay, but yeah, overall I'm seeing more of bearishness compared to bullishness. My algo was telling me to take the price, basically to sell it, and overall, yeah, despite the Dow is in green, yeah, Hang Seng is pretty flat, Nikkei is flat. Dollar index, I want it to be below 90, around 90, 92 levels. That will be a good sign, the dollar index. VIX is pretty good, in terms of VIX is pretty low, so this is a good time to build your portfolio. But yeah, overall I am not looking to have more of yeah, overall the delta is positive on the futures. This is on the spot, but yeah. So the time is 9:11, and let me just close the option chart. Let me go back. So from a higher time frame perspective, I am looking for supply, and so that's one of the zones or one of the areas which I am looking at. and we have a low volume area node, and supply would again come in at 41. Yeah, 41,500 is still too far, but yeah, we are opening in this particular balance, and I'm looking for, you know, responsive selling. You know, that's what my plan of action is. So I'm just closing this. So there was supply present here, 4,700. Let it clear, and you know, we have a single print. We have a, what do you call, a price probe. So this is where again supply, you know, I'm looking for supply to again come in. If supply does not come in, okay, so this is my action trade plan. You know, so this is where the pre-open is. First is, you know, just chop, or you know, balance, and you know, look above and fail, look below and fail. You know, these are, you know, the price, or you know, the price action which I'm looking at. So this is the first trade plan. Second trade plan is we'll look above, fail, and we continue lower, and we tag this particular, you know, price probe, and you know, we just go higher. This is the second auction path. Third auction path is, you know, around this particular zone where, you know, we continue higher, try to fill this gap. You know, so first is, once the high is taken out, it should come lower, and second is, you know, we should try to fill this gap, and then, you know, when the price starts falling. Yeah, so these are the three or you know, the four auction paths which I'm looking for to develop today, and then based on that I'll be taking the overall trades. But I'll be avoiding in terms of, you know, taking the trades, because tomorrow is a holiday, so I'm expecting some sort of balancing, and yeah, so let's see, you know, which way the overall price develops. And this is the same chart. This is a spot chart. Sorry, this is a futures chart with cumulative delta. Okay, so the price, or sorry, the auction is gonna open, and structurally, yes, we have a stop here, a couple of stops here. We have got good stacked buying at 40,800 from the order flow chart, and you know, there are some unfinished auctions and trapped buyers. So I'm looking for responsive selling, but yeah, let's see if that happens. You know, in next 1 minute, you know, when the auction opens. Yeah. So okay, let me just go back to this chart, and what is the time? The time is 9:14:25 seconds. In next 30 seconds is where the price will open. I mean, the auction will open. Okay, so we'll just decode the open. You know, let the market open, and you know, we'll just decode, and I'll share if I'm able to spot any trades. But 40,700 is I'm looking for responsive selling. So the price has opened around 40,700. It is opening lower. Delta is positive. You know, looking at the current you know, the numbers. But yes, responsive selling is happening, and now I'll be looking to buy a call. 40,600 failure to do that. I'm looking to buy a call. So we looked above 40,700 and failed, but I'm not seeing, so I'll be exiting my call. That would be in a loss. So now here I'm looking at delta, and delta has turned negative. Now I'll be looking for continuation lower and see at 40,600 levels, because that's where the price you know, is seeing some sort of rejection, and this is also the close. Okay, so the delta is negative. Yeah, so we are seeing some responsive selling from the order flow numbers. So the delta is getting absorbed now. Delta has turned positive. So the supply is getting absorbed, and yeah, so that first trade, or the call trade, would be in profit, but that's fine. So that's okay. But yeah, 40,700 is now I'm looking at 40,700, but nope, I'm seeing some trapped supply. The delta has become positive. Now we should see some continuation, but you know there is some trapped supply, I mean the trapped buyers seen. Let me just hit refresh to this chart so that we might have better data. Okay, so supply is coming in. So delta is still positive, but yeah, we have got trapped buyers. So for me, this is a level of resistance. I'll be looking to short, keeping my stop loss above this level. Let it come. But here delta is positive. So we looked below 4629 and failed. We looked above 4700 and failed. Yeah. So sideways or you know a choppiness is seen currently. And if I look at the monthly, let me hit refresh. Yeah, but see the supply is still coming in. For me, this is still the level of resistance. Seeing rejection from yearly as it has not reached there, but yeah, so just still did some data points, but it is just chopping in a small range. We are having a rejection at VWAP. I'm looking for lower option or you know the lower price development and at least hit 40,600 levels. So good absorption of supply is happening. So we are also, this is the previous week high. Okay, yeah, that and you know this is the stop level. You know, so we're just chopping in this range, but still the short trade is still active. You know, my stop loss is about 40,899 or you know 40,900, and now you see this fall happening. Yeah, so supply is getting exhausted. Now I'm looking for price to reach at 40,600 levels and clear this gap. You know, we have a gap from the order flow chart and see some responsive buying at 40,800, you know, 700 or 800 levels. Yeah, this level. Okay. So what I'm expecting is this is the level of resistance. This is my SL. I have, you know, I would be in short, and you know this is my target 1 and this is my target 2. You know, so that's my overall trade plan. And this is the zone where I'm expecting some responsive buying. So good here delta has turned negative. So giving some signs, but yeah, I'll be out of this trade because this is you know executed, this is done, and this is also previous close, you know, previous day's close. So expecting some supply to shut off, and okay, so we are seeing continuation. So let's see whether this area is getting tagged in or not. So we had a small gap here, it got filled. We are seeing continuation lower. This area is filled, so this target is done, and now I'm expecting supply to shut off, so I can take a call now, keeping my stop loss, you know, at this level. but if you see delta is pretty flat, you know, no good delta is coming in, but 30,600 is the zone, you know, which, yeah. So a lot of fast scalp trades is, you know, what I'm seeing right now. Delta has turned positive here. Positive to negative, negative to positive. So this is the zone where I'm expecting responsive buying, supply to shut off. So this is a good location to buy a call, keeping your stop loss maybe over here or here, and your target is, you know, the high. So basically first target is the VWAP, you know, this is the first target, and second target is the high, you know, or you know, about 40,000, basically this particular high. Yeah, so let's see, you know, whether that auction happens or not. I'm seeing supply again coming in, so my stop loss would be hit. And from the order flow numbers, if you see, there are, you know, no buyers coming in. You know, there's supply, but there is no demand. Okay. So we are back into the previous day's balance, but okay. Good delta is coming in, supply is coming in, and you know, they are the ones who are getting trapped. So for me, this is the zone. You know, again, you can enter a trade. If you missed this, you know, you can enter a trade again, keeping your stop loss below this particular line. Okay, we might see some supply coming in at previous day's close, but we are way above 40,600 now. And here, if you see, the delta is getting absorbed, or you know, the supply is getting absorbed. So the target is VWAP, current VWAP, and you can now move your SL. You know, you can move your SL at here. So we are seeing supply getting shut off, and yeah, we are way above previous close, and we might be hitting our target of VWAP, which is at 40,866. Okay, so the target is hit now. And yes, so those are the quick scalp trades, 2 trades, you know, which I'm able to spot at the open. And here also again the delta has turned positive. Okay, so yeah, I did not trade it, but yeah, I just wanted to decode and share what's my thought process, and you know, why am I looking, you know, why am I seeing a trade using the data, you know, based on that I'm just sharing it with you. Okay, so yeah, so currently the supply is coming in. So if you want to have such, so I'll be, so I think in the month of April is, you know, I'm thinking to start this initiative of Trade the Open. That will be the name of the series, and yeah, I'll be sharing the what's the pre-open data telling, what's the overall inventory is telling, but overall, and you know, if I'm able to spot any trades, and you know, decoding the open. Okay, so decoding the open or trade at open, you know, I'll be, let me, yeah, that's a good ring to the bell. Yeah, so let me just start with that. Okay, so yeah, so thank you again. We are seeing now supply coming in, and yeah, but yeah, so I'll be now waiting. I'll be waiting and watching now, because the price did develop as per my understanding. Auction did develop as per my understanding, and now I just have to wait, you know, for the next opportunity. Okay. So thank you once again, and I hope you had a good learning experience. So ending the session, and I'll see you again on Wednesday. So tomorrow is a holiday, so I'll see you on Wednesday. Yeah, take care. Bye for now.